guys, Miles here from MSS Moncton, Maritime Sword School Moncton, and as promised, this is our 3-tier lower body conditioning program, okay? The purpose of this is to condition that lower body, okay? If you can't explode forward, you're going to have a really hard time putting the point on the target. So I'm going to be giving you tools that, that are cross-training tools, like we talked about in our last video series, okay? So the format is going to be as followed. We start with a warm-up. The warm-up has 2 parts. The first part will be the balance drills. The second part will be the dynamic stretching. After that, we move into the meat of the workout. After that, it will be the cool down, which will be a series of passive stretches. So for the meat of the workout, it will be divided into an A, B, C tier system, okay? Tier A will be your first tier. Tier B will be your second. Tier C will be the third. So if A is easy or you're not getting to that high 8 or 9 RPE, you move on to tier B. Okay, exact same thing with tier B. If you're not getting to that high RPE with B, you move on to tier C. If you're still not getting the high RPE with tier C, you do all 3 together, okay? And that's where I want to get you to. Once you can do that without hitting your 8 or 9 RPE, you start doing it all in, well, your full gear, okay? And if that doesn't get you, I don't know what will. All right? Beyond that, if you want to turn this into a full body conditioning program, I just did a 4-part series on Longsword, on focusing on upper body conditioning. You do this, you do that, you're going to have a great full body routine, cross-training routine that you can do 3 times a week. After this video, it will be the first of the rower series, okay? I'm really looking forward to that. It's the most ambitious video series that I've ever done, okay? I'm a little bit intimidated by it. Truth be told, I've been working with the other MSS instructors. We're really trying to, do something collaborative here to create a really cool rower curriculum for you. And what I'm actually going to be doing, not only am I going to be releasing the video series, I'm also going to be releasing the full curriculum in a document format, okay? So what that means for you as a practitioner, as a beginner practitioner, you can just grab all these great materials and get going in a really clear, well-organized format. So if you've been looking for a way to get into HEMA and you've felt like you've been lost, spinning your wheels a little bit, this is going to get you going. You're going to pick up a stick, put on a mask, and you're going to learn your first source. And I'm aiming for about 6 to 7 videos. I'm hoping it doesn't take more than that, but hey, it's going to be a big one. Without further ado, let us begin.
Alrighty, folks, I'm going to switch over to a voiceover here, alright? A link to the document containing everything is right down below us, and we're going to start with the single leg deadlift. I think balance drills are really, really underused in the HEMA, in HEMA training and our HEMA cross training, so that's the very first thing I want us to start working on. They're low impact, and you'll see a pretty big return on this, because think, when was the last time you trained your balance? I think that's a good question for all of us. When was the last time we trained our balance? These are all really straightforward. The crossbody toe touch is actually surprisingly challenging. Maybe you can touch your toes, maybe you can't. I know I can't, but it's really just about that coordination that it takes to get down there, do the reach, and go for it, okay? Now, you'll see over the course of these that I left my screw-ups in, you know what I mean? I'm not perfect. You're not going to be either. And I really think that pretending to be perfect, that I did all these 100% correctly is just ridiculous. Oh, oopsie-daisy. The lateral hop. 20 on each side. Really straightforward. Again, when was the last time you thought about doing something like this? Can you stand on one leg and hop? All right. Can you? I don't know. Let's find out. Give it a go. All right? It's really straightforward. You might be surprised with the result. Beyond that, I think that you'll find that there's a whole world of stabilizers in your ankle and your lower calf that you're probably not even aware of, right? And you know what? They're real, and working on those is really going to help you out, just with your general athleticism. Something that I say to the guys and girls in MSS, sometimes is that it's easier to train athleticism than it is to train technique. And I actually really believe that. A lot of the time to train technique, you need a training partner, you need to be doing the correct technique, you need to be doing all this stuff. With things like this, it really directly impacts your ability to do martial arts. But it's easier to train. It's much, much easier to train than technique, because look, you can see I'm just doing these in my sunroom. Hanging out in my sunroom, I can do these 3 times a week. Next, we're going to switch over to dynamic stretches. Dynamic stretches are the classic warm-up, okay? I really want you working on dynamic stretches. They're great. That's it, pretty straightforward. This is a classic. The lunge and rotate. The high kick on each side. I know I look silly doing these, okay? But hey, part of me doing this is, trying to get through to you guys and videotaping myself is that, it doesn't matter if you look silly. What matters is that you're putting in the work. And then beyond that, for me, what I absolutely love about this is that I've never, ever, ever videotaped myself doing a workout routine before. So this was a huge eye-opener for me about, about the mistakes that I'm making with my form. I'm making all kinds. Now with this one, if you want, you can twist to the side that your foot is on. It might make your life a little bit easier in case you take a tumble if you're not as coordinated, okay? Same with the ones we were just doing before that, the lunge with twist. The lunge with twist, you can twist to the opposite direction, and then if you fall, you kind of have your third point to grab, but I'm doing them the way I prefer. This is the optimal lower back stretch. Knee to chest is the optimal lower back stretch. Hold it for 15 seconds, 3 times on each side. This is actually really, really good stuff, and I really recommend doing this. It's actually probably better than the cool down lower back stretch I do. Tier A, okay, do it 3 times. Start here. If you can bang through this 3 times and it's not too tough for you, then I want you to move to Tier B. Jumping jacks. The key here is, look at this, I bump up the intensity, okay? Do your jumping jacks, do them intense. We want that 9 to 10 RPE. Sword fell, don't worry about that. The forearm plank. The forearm plank is hey, it's your first plank, okay? What I really want you to focus on is keeping that back straight and tightening up those abdominal muscles. That's really the key right there, is tightening up the abdominal muscles. The squat, we're going to be doing lots of squats. Watch your form here. I'm just at shoulder width. My toes are turned a little bit out. I'm dropping my butt. I'm trying to keep a straight back. I'm keeping my chest up and everything forward, okay? It's really key to keep that straight back. And, you can probably drop down a little bit lower than that. I know I can, but hey, that's why I'm enjoying watching these back, because I can see, little mistakes that I'm making. Now, the lunge. Oh, man, I've never seen myself do a lunge before, and I'll tell you what, my lunge is bad. I know exactly what I'm working on this week is my lunge form, okay? You'll see my knees are going over my toe. I want you to read Sean Franklin's Sword Stem article on knees over toes, okay? He's going to tell you everything you need to know about knees over toes, whether you need a perpendicular leg or if you can go over the toes a little bit, okay? Skaters are just a good coordination drill altogether. I'm giving you this skater sort of in the beginner one, because honestly it's almost like it's a gimme, okay? It's a gimme. You should be able to do this pretty easily, all right? And it's going to help you get some gas in the tank for your jumping jacks that are up next. But you can bump up the intensity if you want to, all right? Hey, Tier B, slightly less beginner, all right? A little bit tougher. Let's go. High knees. High knees suck, dude. They suck. I hate them. Get those knees up there. Bang it out. 60 seconds is going to be tough. 60 seconds times 3 is going to be really tough, okay? Don't beat yourself up if you don't make it. Try to get there. The straight arm plank. The The straight arm plank is, hey, it's your second plank. Pretty straightforward. Keeping that back straight. I'm not 100. My form is just a little bit incorrect. I think that butt is just a little bit too high. I think I could straighten that out a little bit. And you can't see, but my hands are shoulder width apart there. The pop squat, okay? So we're using our squat form, but we're going to be jumping, and as our feet lift off of the ground, we are going to be bringing our feet together and landing on the balls of our feet. And it's really key with all squats that you're driving through your heels, okay? Always driving through your heels with a squat. Okay, no, these ones are bad. Okay, these ones are bad, but I left in how bad they were. Just because hey, I can own my mistakes, all right? And you can see that I'm not doing so hot here. The coordination of going backwards, I cannot remember the last time I did a back lunge. So, like I said before, I know exactly what I'm doing this week, and it is lunges like crazy, and I'm going to be videotaping myself doing them and seeing if I can correct these problems with my form. And I really encourage everyone to be doing that. It really exposes the weaknesses when you watch your form back in a video like this. And hey, I'm a little self-conscious about putting myself out here with these, so I hope you're kind in the comments. All right, if you need to rip me a new butt, then I don't know. I'll probably ignore your comment, or I might fight with you. We'll see. Okay. The long jump, plyometric exercise. This is awesome. Get your form right on this. Now you see, I'm not going into a really deep squat here. Okay. When you jump in whatever athletic activity you're doing, you're not going way down to do it. It has to be fast, right? So I'm really just doing like a quarter squat to get myself started. Beyond that, I'm timing my hips coming forward, my hip flexors with my arms coming forward, and I'm trying to explode. Okay. And I really want you to concentrate on that movement. Swords fell. Swords always fall. Don't sweat it, okay? Let the swords fall. Tier C. This is your third tier, okay? This is what I want you to work towards. Do it 3 times. If you can do it 3 times, you're a champion. 60 seconds of jump lunges. Oh, man. Let's do this. Jump lunges are tough, guys. The more you can explode in a jump lunge, the better off you're going to be, okay? And this is a great exercise. It's absolutely fantastic. It's tough, though. Mountain climbers, this is going to be your third variation of the plank of your core exercise. Now, here you'll see a problem I'm making is I'm not keeping my hips low enough. That's a pretty big problem with my form here. I could probably bring my hands just a hair closer together too, but I should be bringing my hips down lower, and you want your foot just to be skimming the ground as you do a mountain climber. The single leg squat, I straight up forgot to record these, okay? What you're going to do, you're going to put one of your legs behind you on a coffee table, on a box, whatever you've got, okay? And you're going to do your squat using just one leg to power it, okay? These are tough. They're great. Go for it. The 3-way lunge, okay? We're going to be building a little bit of coordination. We're going to be, working on some more of those underused stabilizers. We're going to be working on our ability to move in 3 dimensions, because I think that's so important in historical European martial arts, right? Because, if you're really training, a martial system, then you have to accept that a fight, happens front, back, and side to side, not just front to back like sport fencing. The single leg log jump. This is a great exercise. It's tough. You can do it, okay? The first time you do these, they're going to be weird, okay? You're going to build up to them, and before too long, you're going to be really banging these out with some authority. And I think that they are just a great athletic cross training, okay? I want you to work up to these and really, really concentrate on them when you're doing. I think it's a great cross training activity. Your cool down. Anyone who's ever done a HEMA session with me has done this cool down, okay? You're going to start off with your neck rotations. They're really straightforward. Really, really, really straightforward. After your neck rotations, you're going to be doing your lateral stretch, okay? Your lateral stretch, well, what we're going to be doing there is we're really trying to stretch out the lats, okay? Not so much the arm, all right? Over here, the crossbody, my form is bad here. I should be trying to square up my hips a little bit more, okay? Our toe touches. This isn't the best lower back exercise or stretch in the world, okay? And we're going to be doing it on both sides. We're really going to be trying to stretch out our hamstrings with those. There are better hamstring stretches too, but this is just pretty straightforward for everybody. Our arm rotations. Start small, get big, both directions, palms up and palms down. Right here, our quad stretch. So you probably can't see here, but I'm holding my right foot in my left hand and I'm pushing my hips forward. Then ankle rotations. Take the time to work out those ankles, guys.
Guys, you made it. You're still alive. Way to go. Hey, all right. Of course, the document with all of these workouts are in the description. I don't expect you to watch this video every time you want to exercise, okay? The document is down there. I hope you join me in 2 weeks. The first row earth video will be coming out. And hey, I'm really excited about it. I hope you are too. We'll see you then. And MSF students, don't forget we have classes Saturday and Sunday this weekend, okay? So get ready and don't work out tomorrow on Friday because we're gonna work pretty hard at class this weekend, all right? Peace.